Swimmers, can we clear the pool now, please? Can we clear the pool, swimmers? Swimmers, can we clear the pool? Warm-up is now over.
Testing. Okay, just while we're getting ready to start the session, I'm just going to read the safety announcement for you. You are reminded that the depth of water at the shallow end, well actually at both ends, is 2 metres because it's throughout at this pool. Starting blocks are 700 millimetres above water level at both ends of the pool. If there is a false start, you must continue with a shallow racing dive and you must not topple into the water head downwards as this is dangerous. If you are starting in the water, you must lower yourself over the side. Please do not jump or dive. The signal that you will hear if it becomes necessary to evacuate the building will be a loud siren. To evacuate the building, all those present must use the marked emergency exits and must follow the direction of facility staff.
Test start.
Swimmers and officials
Take
must not
your
return
marks.
to the changing rooms to collect their clothes or belongings. In line with the revised recommendations from Swim England, the promoters of this event confirm that you may engage in any still, video, zoom or close range photography without needing to pre-register. We do ask, however, that you make yourselves aware of current Swim England guidance for best practice, which is published online. Please assist us to ensure that image capturing devices and the subsequently captured images are used both considerately and appropriately. Okay, so we're just getting everyone in place so that we are ready to start session 9 shortly.
So a big welcome back to officially session number 9. Official start time is 2:20, but as you can see, if you look to the starting end, we're going to get a little photo, because it's very rare that we actually can get everyone together, and that includes white t-shirts and red t-shirts. There's a lot more than one red t-shirt that's helping run this event. We're trying to get as many in as we possibly can. Here they come. Excellent. Then we'll run through our schedule for the afternoon. I'm sure most of you know it. Let's get them all interspersed in and out of. Excellent. Look at that. Everybody smile. Now, what we'd like to mention as well, as you can see in front of you, it takes a lot of people to run any swimming event. And we'd love to get more people involved. So if you would like to train as a swimming official, those in white, please do talk to your club. And if you want to be a volunteer or an event maker at any event, those people in the red shirts, you need to volunteer through your club website. There are plenty of roles available, whether it's helping on the IT team, marshalling swimmers, spectator reception, or medalist desk. Plenty of roles available. Please get involved. Can you just put your hands together for me for everybody behind the scenes that gets involved in making sure these events can take place? We cannot run events without our volunteers. They are critical. Absolutely. It does not work without them, so we're very, very grateful, and next time it can be you too. So please speak to your club, whether you like to train as an official or take part as a volunteer. You could even sit up here at the commentary desk with me and talk us through the event. All right? That would be a special one, wouldn't it? Okay, today's referees and starters.
Okay, I'm going to just let you know who our referees are for this session. We have Victor Guerra from the City of Southampton, Gary Blissett from Aylesbury and District, and Karen Underwood from City of Oxford. Our starters for this session are Susan Harrison from Slough Dolphin, and Gareth Matthews from Guildford City. Okay, so we've got the swimmers coming out for the first event, which is a relay, so we'll just wait for them to be ready to start and the officials back in place. Okay, so we start this afternoon with event 551. It's the boys 14 to 16, 4x100 metre freestyle relay. There are 2 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
Session number 9. Oh, blimey, that's noisy. Session number 9 underway. There's some very excited teammates and family and friends at poolside. Keep that up for 3.5 hours. Make some noise for us. Heat number 1, Abingdon Vale, City of Milton Keynes, Maidenhead, Guildford City, Windsor, Bracknell and Wokingham, Wickham District and Winchester City Penguins. Joseph Adams in front for Windsor. Jacob Kelly in the pool in lane 4 for Guildford City. Alfie Creek in 3rd position for Milton Keynes. Heading in for Windsor, Harry Overington for Guildford, Jamie Tappin. In lane 2, Jack Cutler for City of Milton Keynes. Early 3 leading teams through leg 1. One second between the top 2, Tappin and Overington. Jack Cutler holding ground for City of Milton Keynes. William Truswell moves into 4th in 6th. There's Bracknell and Wokingham. Dylan Fuller will take over from Jamie Tappin. He's gained a few metres. Joseph Mottram for Windsor goes in. In lane 2 is Dan Borner for MK. So it stays the same 3. Borner for MK, Fuller for Guildford, Mottram for Windsor. And it's just about 2 seconds to back to Borner and MK. Elsewhere, in lane 3, Johnny Island for Maidenhead. And in 6, Ollie Richards for Bracknell and Wokingham. Anchor leg swimmers coming in. It'll be Finlay Richardson for Guildford City. Vian Mandel for Windsor. Got some catching up to do. He's going to give it everything in lane number 2. Benjamin Guthrie for Milton Keynes. Angelo Agco for Maidenhead. In 6 and 7, Leo Nichols for Bracknell. Armand Gullian for Wickham District. Will Sharp for Winchester. And Faris Sharif for Abingdon. It was a strong start. It's going to be a strong finish for Guildford City. Can Ovian Mandal do anything to catch his counterpart? He's also got to think about holding off Ben Guthrie in lane 2, who's coming through strong. It's been these 3 teams the entire way. Jacob Kelly, Jamie Tappin, Dylan Fuller and Finlay Richardson for Guildford City. Can Windsor hold on for silver here or second place? It's going to be a win in the heat. Finn Richardson brings it home for Guildford City. Second place, Ben Guthrie comes through for Milton Keynes. And Ovian Mandal brings home a 3rd place. Jacob Kelly, Jamie Tappin, Dylan Fuller and Finlay Richardson, 1st place in heat number 1.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool at the sides, please.
Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
3:48 is the time to beat. Heat 2, Metcalf for Marlins, Demi Ali for Southern Oaks, Matt Defanes for Tigers, Aaron Bissett for Tunbridge Wells, Charlie Clark for Guildford, Alex Moore for Wickham, Chris Emblin for Abingdon Vale, and Rufus Parry for Wickham B. They are your opening leg swimmers, and Charlie Clark leads Aaron Bissett. Alex Moore and Matt Defanes, as we saw in Heat 1, leading a central four. Great start for Aaron Bissett. He'll hand over to Hayden Annan for Royal Tunbridge Wells. Christian Gale takes over for Guildford City. Sam Williams for Wickham. Sam Sterry for Tigers. And look at this, it's almost a perfect arrowhead. Leading from the centre towards the outer lanes. These are the 8 fastest teams. 1/100th of a second between Annan and Gale for Tunbridge Wells and Guildford. Morgan Davies is going to take over for Guildford. Dennis Mielkowski for Tunbridge Wells. Philip Nowacki for Tigers and Marcus Hay for Wickham. They're going to be your front four. William Bowen takes over for Southern Oaks in lane 2, handed the baton by Chenge Dan. And the arrowhead just got a little bit sharper at the front. Dennis Mielkowski for Tunbridge Wells on leg 3. He's been given a small advantage. He's going to grow that to a couple of metres already. Morgan Davies, Guildford City. Behind him, Marcus Hay, Wickham District, and Philip Nowacki, Tigers. And these four have put a 5-metre gap on the rest of the field. This is for gold, silver and bronze. One more leg to come. Anchor swimmers coming in. It'll be Tom Hawkins for Royal Tunbridge Wells. Joe Way for Guildford City. And then together, Monty Smith for Wickham District and Luke Fleming for Tigers. And our four at the back, not a lot to separate, fighting for 5th, but will fight all the way. Can anybody fight back and catch Tom Hawkins? He's pulled it out to 3 metres, a few body lengths. Joe Way at Guildford City, looking a solid second. It's going to be some effort to get up to first now. He was also holding off Monty Smith. Wickham District in 3rd position. That looks pretty much settled now. And in 4, that will be a gold medal. 3:36 for Aaron Bissett, Hayden Annan, Dennis Mielkowski and Tom Hawkins. That is a thunderous time. Silver for Charlie Clark, Christian Gale, Morgan Davies and Joe Way. And then it was Monty Smith that pulled things through for Marcus Hayes, Sam Williams, Alex Moore and Wickham District.
Just before we start the next event, if I can remind spectators to be quiet once the single whistle has been blown by the referee, please. So once the single whistle has been blown, we do need absolute silence to start the race. Thank you. The next event is event 552. It's the men's 17 and over 4x100 metre freestyle relay. There are 2 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
17 and overs then. We've got Bracknell and Wokingham, Reading, Crawley and Wickham districts. Just catching up with the YouTube stream. Again, do leave a message. Got good luck Scarlett and Vince from White Oak. Good luck to Megan and Chloe Hansford for Tigers jerseys. They're swimming this afternoon. And all of the Tigers swimmers. So if you're in the venue or at home, please feel free to log in, leave a message. I will try and get through as many as we can. We've got a fairly sizable session, so we'll do our best. So Alfie Evans, first leg swimmer. He'll hand over to Daniel John for Reading. Danielis Tuma hands over to Leon Mackenzie for Crawley. In lane 2, Ethan Donovan now taken over from Josh Scott, and for Wickham in 6, Lucas Staines handed the baton from Cameron Winchcombe. Again, as per the youngsters, we've got just 2 heats. Entry times all around 3:45. So around about a 53, 54 second leg is what they'll all be hoping for. Daniel John and Leon Mackenzie going to go fingertips into the wall together. That's Liam Sontag takes over for Crawley, Joe Buxton for Reading, Ted Whitwam for Bracknell and George Pearson for Wickham District. .26.5 second split for Joe Buxton. That is why Reading now lead, is that's the difference. Great opening 50 for his 100. Can't call this quite yet. Final leg swimmers. Going to be Josh Munger for Reading, Harry Robinson for Crawley. Anthony Kepper will take over for Bracknell in 3rd position. Nathan Walford with it all to do for Wickham. In they go. This is all about setting a time. First to the wall. In our second heat, second and final heat, the entry times all in the mid 3:30s. And moving away, Harry Robinson for Crawley. Solid leg for him. Can Joshua Munger for Reading catch him? Is in that little bit of chop and change in the leaders. Could see a new PB on the finish time here. Yeah, 3:41. Nice way to start the session for Crawley. Danielis Tuma, Leon Mackenzie, Liam Sontag and Harry Robinson brings it home
Clear the pool.
for Crawley in lane 5.
Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
Heat 2, Leatherhead, Wickham District, Maidenhead, Abingdon Vale, Maidenhead B, University of Surrey, City of Southampton and Winchester. Nice start for Chris Finch for University of Surrey in 6, in 3. That is James Blaby for Maidenhead. In 2, Dan Cox hands over to Ben Mould. William Dean for Maidenhead and Ewan Taylor for University of Surrey. In 5, Damien Beaujour hands over to Jack Rudd. Back they come towards the halfway mark. William Dean has put Maidenhead into the pole position. Ewan Taylor will hand over in 2nd position. Joseph Bradshaw has brought Abingdon Vale right back into this. Elaine Southern. James Merrick takes over for City of Southampton. Austin Curtis with it all to do for Maidenhead B team in 5. Alex Bacon, he's had a good weekend as Alex, as has James Taylor. So it remains Maidstone out in front. Abingdon Vale coming back, still behind University of Surrey. Anchor leg swimmers going in. Nathan Potter for Maidenhead. Fabian Brudnicki for University of Surrey. And Can tuck it in from Abingdon Vale. Keep your eye on lane 7, Mark Tottenham for City of Southampton. And they'll turn for home. Jack Allman leads. Mark Tottenham, he's having a great time in 6. With his teammates from the University of Surrey. It's between these two. It's a chase for the line. Nathan Potter versus Mark Tottenham for a gold medal in the 4x100 for the 17 and overs, and he's going to bring it home is Nathan Potter, and very happy. 3:35 for Maidenhead. James Blaby, William Dean, Alex Bacon, Nathan Potter. A silver for University of Surrey. Chris Finch, Ewan Taylor, James Taylor, Fabian Brudnicki. And in
Thank you,
7, City of
swimmers. Clear the pool
Southampton.
by the steps, please. Thank you, swimmers. Clear by the steps, please.
So, a couple more messages coming in on the chat, trying to keep up best we can, but when the action's hot, we focus where we need to be looking, of course. Now, good luck to Ted. That's from your girlfriend, Catherine. Wow, that's nice. And good luck to Charlotte from Didcot Barramundi in the 200-metre breaststroke.
Okay, we have a notice of disqualification. It was in event 551, heat 2, lane 1 for a technical infraction. The next event is 553. It's the girls 15 and over, 200 metres breaststroke. There are 7 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
Heat number 1 of 7. Going in first from lane 1, Ashford's Louisa Pollard, Basingstoke's Lucy Golding, Atlantis teammates in 3 and 4, Willow Standing and Tuva Anderson, Crawley's Ola Evans, Guildford City's Emily Milner and Eastley's Alana Maddock. Every time, just a whisker under 3 minutes on the entries. A message of go on Alana, who's in lane number 7 here, representing Eastley, the 15-year-old, one of the youngest in the pool. And that's from Erin Maddock / Bernie Schatz. I'm sure there's some inside jokes on these messages that I'm completely unaware of, and I'll read them out innocently, unless I can spot them as a ploy to make a fool of myself. Good luck to Grace Pattle. She's in the 200-metre breaststroke. That's from Maisie. And good luck to all of the Rushmore swimmers this afternoon from Nikki Goodall. Tuva Anderson's entry time was a 2:57.22. She's the fastest. And just an idea of where we're heading. Heat number 7. You know, we don't move that far. We get into the sub-240s just about. All of this, of course, qualifying for finals. But Alana Maddock, she's heard the message from Bernie Schatz and she has shot for it. It's going to be a 2:57.12. And that is 2 seconds quicker than her entry time. She'll be pretty pleased, I'm sure, ahead of Tuva Anderson and Willow Standing.
Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
Okay, just a quick announcement. We've had a mobile phone handed in to us. So if you have found that you have lost your mobile phone, we have one up here at the announcer's desk.
Heat number 2. Tamsin Wheeler, Lily Shaw, Isabel Dill Russell, Clara White, Maria Brightingham, Emily Brind, Freya Thompson and Charlotte Gore. All of our swimmers. 2:55 to 2:57 on the entry. Clara White the fastest for Thame Swimming Club, 2:55.02. However, as you can see, it's Isabel de Russell and Maria Brightingham. In fact, Lily Shaw is officially in second right now. White down in seventh. Emily Brind up there too in fourth. And they'll come back towards the finish line. And right now, I can't separate 4 swimmers out in front. Just 15 and 16-year-olds in this one. The older swimmers coming a little bit later. Looks like Maria Brightingham and Emily Brind will go into the line, but here comes Lily Shaw in lane 2. Oh, just keep your eye on the scoreboard for this one. It is Emily Brind, 2:54.85, just by half a second in the end ahead of Lily Shaw and Maria Brightingham.
Thank you, swimmers. Could you clear the pool by the steps, please?
Heat 3, referee.
Take your marks.
In the pool, we've got Tilehurst, Caris Westcott, Whitney and Districts, Maya Saldana, Brighton's Lilia Taylor, Rushmore Royals, Caitlin Fletcher, Tilehurst again with Saba Williams, Wantage White Horses, Talia Curtis, Tonbridge Ellie Rogers, and City of Milton Keynes Melissa Harrison. I love seeing these rarely mentioned team names, Wantage White Horses. Wonderful. We're into the sub 250s just on the entry times. That's Caitlin Fletcher. She's a 249er. Saba Williams not hanging around. Maya Saldana in 2. And then also up in 1, Caris Westcott. It's the Whitney and District and Tilehurst swimmers. A really split pool here. The fastest on paper, and this isn't the first time we've seen this even today. Caitlin Fletcher, of course, many of these athletes taking part in multiple events. We saw people earlier this morning go from back-to-back 800s into 200 finals, separated by about 5 minutes. So the course of the weekend will start to take its toll at some point. But Saba Williams, representing Tilehurst, she is looking absolutely fine with it all. Look at this race on in 1, 2 and 3. Caris Westcott, Maya Saldana and Lilia Taylor. They'll battle out for second in the heat. But a 2:47.95, new fastest time for Saba Williams and Tilehurst. And Maya Saldana wins the race for second over on the far side.
Heat 4, referee.
Take your marks.
Heat 4, Chalfont Otters, Scarlett Russell in 1. She's being cheered on at home by Rose Tanner. Says, come on Scarlett, Green Army. In 2, Abingdon Vale's Alina Blake. In 3, Rushmore Royals, Jasmine Andrews. In 4, Didcot Barramundi's Charlotte Noyce. Charlotte being cheered on the YouTube channel as well. Good luck messages from her team. Tigers jersey, Erin Goodbody in 5, White Oak Scarlett Davey in 6, Thanet's Amber Piper in 7, and Worthing's Ella Wardle in 8. Now, in fact, there was a message for Good Luck Scarlett, and we got 2 Scarletts in this one. Please leave a surname. That would really help. And let us know your club. In Southern, Amber Piper. She'll lead the way ahead of Scarlett Russell. I'm guessing Rose Tanner was cheering for Scarlett Davey. Although, look, we're all friends here, we can cheer for everybody. But the green cap of White Oak gives it away. So, it's Amber Piper who's right up there with Scarlett Russell of Team Otters in 1. And yeah, look at that. It is around 1.5 seconds Piper ahead of Russell. Erin Goodbody in 5. Well, this one is not, from the first moment, not going to the paperwork here. Amber Piper clearly been working on the breaststroke. She's going to take this away from the field. 2:48 on the entry time for the 17-year-olds. And she's going to take a couple of seconds off that. 2:46.71 for the win in heat number 4. Scarlett Russell, 2:48.99. And Jasmine Andrews came through for Rushmore Royals to take 3rd place.
Let's go, Louise. Let's go, Charlie.
Heat 5, referee.
Take your marks.
And we dive into the seeded heats. We see a big jump in time now. Last 3 heats. We've got Rhiannon Bowen at University of Surrey, her teammate Grace Pointer in 2. Milton Keynes Danny Seong in 3. Guildford City teammates in 4 and 5s, Louise Bressler and Charlie Cope. Winchester Penguins Eva Johnson, Wickham's Lily Brabin, and Southampton's Emily Lowther. Happy birthday to Leo Nicholas. That's just come through on the chat box. I'm guessing Leo's swimming a bit later in maybe the backstroke or the freestyle. Charlie Cope leading the way. Rhiannon Bowen in lane 1. University of Surrey swimmer, most senior swimmer in the pool at 22 years of age. Entry times are as low as 2:35 now. It's just about as low as we go with these seeded heats, the last 3. Charlie Cope is a 2:38, she's just 16 years of age. And she leads her teammate. It's a 1-2 for Guildford City right now. Rhiannon Bowen hanging on in there in 1. In 6, Eva Johnson. But Guildford City are up and away. They'll take the top 2 spots. And you'll probably see them again a little bit later in the finals 2, all to be decided, of course. 2:38.29. That's very likely going to be good enough. Louise Bressler, 2:41. Not too many more, not too many 16-year-olds remaining. Plenty of 15 and 17 and overs. So wait and see. Check out the Meet mobile app.
Heat 6, referee.
Take your marks.
We do still have the phone up here. So if you've lost a mobile phone, please do come and collect. Got quite a distinctive home screen on it, so let us know what's on the home screen just to confirm it's yours. You are missing out on a couple of Snapchat notifications. Heat 6 from the top. Guildford's Alice Young, Wickham's Hazel Ann Carter, Abington's Ellen Bagley, Rushmore's Maisie Brown, Maxwell's Holly Waymond, Wickham's Grace Pattle, Brighton's Sophia Suarez Coalfield, and Maidenhead's Jess Gillett. And just going back through here, it was Maisie that said good luck to Grace Pattle. And she is in this one in lane number 6. Representing the very well represented Wickham district. 2:35 again is the fastest entry. It's Maisie Brown, the Rushmore Royal. Got nose out in front of Ellen Bagley, Abington Vale, 18-year-old. And there was a nice little shout out to all of the Rushmore Royal swimmers this afternoon. That was from Nikki Goodall. On their way home. So anything sub 240 is going to nail on a time in one of our finals. You could easily squeeze in with a 41.42. Leading from start to finish then, Maisie Brown of Rushmore Royals, 2:35 entry. She's going to be sub 240. It's a 2:39.11. Second place behind her, Ellen Bagley, just outstretches Holly Waymond. Then Suarez Coalfield and Pattle in 4 and 5. We've got one heat to go in the 200 breaststroke.
Heat 7, referee.
Take your marks.
Last chance to make one of those top 8 spots. Is 24 places, of course, as always, up for grabs, 8 in each age group. In this final heat, we got 15-year-olds and 17 and overs, but no 16-year-olds. That's quite rare. Could have said the same about heat 6 as well. Wow. You are watching Guildford City teammates Holly Hopwood and Katie Smith in 1 and 2. Crawley Sophie Moore in 3. Guildford once again with Emma Alley-File in 4. Woking Sophie King in 5. Whitney and Districts Eleanor Perks. Winchester Penguins Erin Wu. And Guildford City for the 4th time, Grace Ashley is in lane number 8. Sophie King and Sophie Moore. Halfway leaders, Eleanor Perks and Eleanor Alley-File in 5th place for the Guildford team. It was Holly Hopwood in lane number 1. Sophie Moore representing Crawley. Sophie King representing Woking. And there's only a second between them. Still Eleanor Perks and Holly Hopwood right up there on the outside. They'll need a big finish. You don't want to get too reliant on other times. This is all about making it into the top 8. You don't need to win the heat. You just need to set a time that can give you the opportunity a little bit later. And Sophie Moore has done just that. She's put on quite a show in heat 7. It's a 2:37.96. We'll see her later on this afternoon. Sophie King likewise. For the rest of our swimmers, just keep your eye on the Meet Mobile app. Eleanor Perks, Holly Hopwood are our top 4. And we'll shortly move back to the boys. And we're going to have to look at the opposite end of the pool, because we are now coming into our 50-metre races. It's the sprint coming up.
Test start. Take your marks.
The next event is event 554. It's the boys 16 and over, 50 metres butterfly. There are 11 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
Right, we're going to rocket through these. First up, Caden Silla, Oliver Rutherford and Alex Yausman. These are all going to be sub 30 seconds. All three of these boys, 28 seconds on their entry times. And I'll tell you what, every single heat is going to be like this. You can't call it until the times come up. 28:14, Caden Silla, well done. That is over half a second of his personal best.
Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
In heat 2, Prescott, Manning, Ajayi, Cutler, Adams, Josling, Priest and Castle. Again, 16 and 17-year-olds, still in the 28-second entries, 28 and a half thereabouts. We've already seen a 28.14. In lane 3 is Joseph Ajayi. Can he get it on the line? Oh my goodness, George Castle on the final stretch got it. 28.49. A couple of tenths off his PB.
Heat 3, referee.
Take your marks.
Harry Gibb, Sam Sterry, Misha Namovic, Oscar Pike, Ethan Donovan, Chris Emblin, Anthony Kepper and William Crossland. The whole field separated by 0.15 of a second on the entries. I'm like you, I just look at the scoreboard. Harry Gibb though, standing out in the yellow cap up the top, gets it 28.15 for Gibb. 28.16 for Anthony Kappa, 100th of a second in heat 3.
Heat 4, referee.
Take your marks.
Overington, Zhang, Adams, Colombo, Sontag, Van der Leest, Lewis and O'Mara. We dive into the 27, high 27s on the entries. Oliver Colombo and Liam Sontag both going sub 28. And it's the latter, Liam Sontag of Crawley. Fingertips in front, all comes down to the last touch here. Gets it, 27.8. Great time for Liam and Crawley. Joseph Adams also goes sub 28 first time.
Heat 5, referee.
Take your marks.
Liam Hamp, Charlie Everest, James Parry. Stewart says good luck to Archie McKenna in 4. Tom Henley, Joe Swart, Hayden Allen and Alex Andrews. In 6 is Joe Swart, who's had the best start representing Tigers. All these swimmers within the 27-second range. He's holding on, he sees coming through, and 1 is Liam Hamp. But it is Joe Swart, 27 seconds on the nose. New PB for him by almost half a second.
Just a quick announcement. For anybody that has won medals already so far in the competition, that was this morning or yesterday or even Friday, if you haven't collected them, can you please make your way to the medal table when you get a moment to pick them up? Thank you.
Go, Jack. Good job.
Heat 6, referee.
Take your marks.
Middleton, Gnaius, Ullman, Hall, Wheeler, Williams, Moore and Sadler. We're into the low 27s now. We've just seen a 27 bang on. How soon can we go under? Noah Wheeler started fantastically well to halfway. Up in 3, Jack Allman right up there with him, as is Middleton in 1. Oh, can't call it. It is Jack Allman, then Middleton. And even Freddie Sadler down in 8 pips in front of Noah Wheeler. 27.01 for Jack Allman.
Heat 7, referee.
Take your marks.
Jay Cornelius, Jaden Paul, Callum Farrow, Mark Tottenham, Jack Sadbury, George Wise, Jake Chesworth and Robert Taylor will contest Heat 7. 26.92s for Tottenham and Sadbury. And it's Sadbury leading through 25 metres. And he is looking really, really good. Jack Sadbury representing Shiverers. All 26.6. First man sub 27 and does it by 4/10.
Heat 8, referee.
Take your marks.
In the seat, Joshua Scott. Johanna says a big good luck to Nimath Ukesh in lane 3, so much so she wrote it twice. Austin Curtis, Patrick Walsh, Andrew Hooper, Roman Parham and Alex Bacon. We are running out of heats now. These matter. Joshua Scott in 2, Austin Curtis in 4, in 6 Andrew Hooper. There your top 3. 27 on the button again. We've had 2 times a 27 and 1 time a 27 and 100th. Surely someone's got to break it soon.
Heat 9, referee.
Take your marks.
We're going to get really, really quick now. Plater, Underwood, Evans, Tritton, Dixon, Richards, Knight, Dwan and Brian. Ben Tritton, 25.66 entry time. He is going to be the standout swimmer in this field. He leads through the halfway mark, up to half a body length advantage. This is all about Ben Tritton's time here, and it's going to be 25.58. He goes quicker than he's ever been before. That'll pretty much absolutely nail on. Big thumbs up to his teammates too. Cracking time.
Heat 10, referee.
Take your marks.
Wyn Jones, Golder, Witter, Fox Jones, Pyfinch, Murray, Bradshaw and Carter. Caleb Fox Jones, 24.84, his entry time. First man with an entry under 25. He's in the yellow cap, leading by example. Out on the far side, that is Harry Wyn Jones going very nicely indeed, as is in 6 Ross Murray, at 25.20. New fastest time in the event for Caleb Fox Jones. Then Wyn Jones and Ross Murray in that order, as we witnessed.
Let's go! No, Ryan.
This is the final heat, Heat 11, referee.
Take your marks.
Last up, Charlie Toms, Joe Way, Dave Sanchez, Chris Finch, Albert Branch, Tom Hawkins, Ruben Caliantello and Calvin Jajescu Spears. Surrey swimmer Chris Finch, 24.32 coming in. Leads by almost a full body. The finals later, these are going to be brilliant. 25.46, that is not the fastest time we've seen. So that will be a cracking final, all 3 of these age groups. Albert Branch, 26.35, 2/10 back to David Sanchez.
Okay, just before we start the next event, which is the women's 50 metres freestyle, I have here the finalists that we need for the women's 200 breaststroke. For the 15-year-olds, Maisie Brown, Rushmore Royals, Holly Waymand, Maxwell, Holly Hopwood, Guildford City, Hazel-Ann Carter, Wickham District, Jasmine Andrews, Rushmore Royals, Alice Young, Guildford City, Erin Goodbody, Tigers Jersey, and Lilia Taylor from Brighton. The reserves are Eleanor Blake from Abingdon Vale and Scarlett Davey from White Oak. For the 16-year age group, Charlie Cope from Guildford City, Danny Sayong from City of Milton Keynes, Saba Williams, Tilehurst, Maya T. Saldana from Whitney and District, Caris Westcott, Tilehurst, Emily Brind, Havant and Waterlooville, Charlotte Noyce, Didcot and Barramundi, and Ella Wardle from Worthing. The reserves are Isabel Dill Russell from Dover Lifeguard and Tuva Anderson from Atlantis. And finally, for the 17 and over age group, Sophie Moore from Crawley, Sophie King from Woking, Louise Bressler, Guildford City, Ellen Bagley, Abingdon Vale, Sophia Soares Caulfield, Brighton, Eleanor Perks, Whitney and District, Grace Pattle from Wickham, Rhiannon Bowen from University of Surrey, and the 2 reserves are Amber Piper from Thanet and Grace Pointer from the University of Surrey. Thank you. This event is event 555. It's the girls 15 and over, 50 metres freestyle. There are 14 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
First up, Amanda Reedhead, Olivia Pritchner, Matilda says good luck to Eleanor Isles, Felicity Hornsey, Nicole Parker, Isabel Dill Russell, Rebecca Hardy-Bishop and Fern Snedden. Oh blimey, this is going to be a close first heat. In 3 and 4, looks to me. Oh, it is 4. It is Felicity Hornsey that gets it for Leatherhead. 29.64 entry and a 29.45 finish time. Nicole Parker and Eleanor Isles also go sub 30.
Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
Edie Gray, Louisa Pollard, Abby Elford, Freya Tang, Aliana Bradshaw, Danielle Legg, Evie Sheriff-Lee and Elodie Riley. All of them sub 30-second swimmers. Edie Gray started well, Epsom District, 15-year-old on the far side. In fact, she's going very well. She's going to take this heat number 2, 28.97. First time she's gone sub 29. Well done, Edie Gray. And Elodie Riley on the near side was second place for Beau Sejour.
Heat 3, referee.
Take your marks.
Millie Wall, Bo Buckley, Cameron Taylor, Lily Hardy, Lily Shaw, Tanzim Chen, Bethany King and Florence Salmon. All right in the mid-29s. Can someone break that 29 barrier? Light blue cap in 7, that's Bethany King, represented Mid-Sussex Marlins, 28.94. Yes, she can. First time sub-29 for Bethany.
Heat 4, referee.
Take your marks.
Zeta, Redford, Spicer, O'Brien, Yanu, Wheeler, Alampi and Warrington. And this is just marginally more of a split field here. Nell O'Brien and Lainey Ianu in the middle. And in fact, in 3, Alexa Spicer. Oh, 1/100th of a second between Alexa Spicer. Nell O'Brien takes it for Seaclose Swimming Club.
Go, Maddie.
Heat 5, referee.
Take your marks.
Caitlin Semple, Amelia Jones, Taylor Curtis, Madison Emmons, Emily Radford, Zara Holligan, Rachel Holgate and Karis Westcott. Connie says good luck to all those representing Aaron Trident. Rachel Holgate in Southern is one of those. Emily Radford in the middle in the purple swimsuit in lane 5. She is going to take, surely, heat number 5, 28.56. First time she's been under 29 seconds. Plenty of records being broken. Madison Emmons also went sub 29.
Heat 6, referee.
Take your marks.
You're watching Annabelle Raven, Peony Lee, Chloe Platt, Ali Bassett, Chloe Edwards, Emily Milner, Kayla Daly Valverde and Kiara Smith. Just 15 and 16-year-olds in heat number 6. There are a few sub-28s on the entries now. Going best though in 6, Emily Milner, 28.75 for the win in heat 6. And we are approaching halfway.
Heat 7, referee.
Take your marks.
Emily Rose Evans, Savannah Sofo, Hattie Lever, Chloe Desiderio, Catherine McNish, Kirsten Abrams, Sadie Warmington and Penny Adamson. Oh, no standout quick starter through 25. Savannah Sofo in 2 is looking pretty good into the last couple of meters. Oh, she takes it, yes, 28.68 for Sofo. And that's a new fastest time for her as well. Well done, Savannah.
Heat 8, referee.
Take your marks.
Symington, Sugden, Hempenstall, Gina Kaki, Young, Yannick, Keane and Leonard. Alice Young for Guildford City, one of the youngest in the pool, 15 years of age. She leads through 25 metres. Zanti Symington in 1 in the pink cap, also up there. They are your top 2, 28.21. New fastest time we've seen through 8 heats.
Heat 9, referee.
Take your marks.
Alicia Pollard, Scarlett Russell, Rita Luzerne, Scarlett Davy getting support on the YouTube chat once again. Lucy Isaacson, Danny Sion, Ashley Stem and Kaylin Arundel. Rita Luzerne Superb time coming up for her, representing Woking. 28.01 for Rita Luzanne. Almost 4/10 off her personal best and a storming win in Heat 9.
Heat 10, referee.
Take your marks.
Langley, Oliver, King, Brabin, Forcia, Iboan, Gillett and Gallo. Sophie King representing Woking. In lane number 3, going to be her heat all day long this one. 28.01. Takes a 10th off her PB. Nearly breaks the 28-second barrier.
Heat 11, referee.
Take your marks.
Cupoletta, Valman Tate, Sion, Goodale, Oliver, Abrams, Howarth and Varas. We are now into the sub 28-second entries, so start to see a flurry of those. Cupoletta, Valman Tate going well in 1 and 2, coming through in 4. Mia Goodale. Oh, I'm not calling this one. It is Cupoletta, 27.7. First time she goes sub 28 and does it by 0.3 of a second.
Heat 12, referee.
Take your marks.
Chapman, Austin Burrows, Murphy, Compton, Collier, Richards, Hansford and Powell Tuck. Every age group involved in heat number 12. Look at Annabelle Compton go, a body length out in front, 26.88. Crikey. Almost a 10th off her PB2, 15 years old, Annabelle Compton.
Heat 13, referee.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat. Cudis, Holligan, Bowen, Revit, Akaro, Kaluki, Musial and Parker. Just 17s and over involved in heat number 13. 26.09 is the entry time of Darcy Revit. The Guildford swimmer in 4. She is going to take the heat, but it was close. Isabella Cara was chasing hard, 26.6. And Darcy Revit can go faster as well.
This is the last heat, heat 14, referee.
Take your marks.
And last up, Munro, Hagberg, Quinn, Akaro, Hum, Raby, Thornburg and Gale. Only one woman in the entire event has gone at sub-26 on the entries. That is Eva Akaro, representing Southern Oaks. She's in the red cap. A body length out in front, a superb swim, 26.08, fastest of the event. Annabelle Quinn, 27.18, and Jess Ham, 27.5. We'll do some calculations behind the scenes and work out who's going to be in those finals later.
Okay, just before we move on to the next event, which is the boys 200 backstroke, I've got the finalists for the boys 50 metres butterfly. So for the 16-year age group, we need Ethan Richards-Knight from Chalfont Otters, Ruben Cowley-Antello from Tonbridge, Thomas Goldup, Dover Lifeguard, Shengs Dwan from Sevenoaks, Jake Chesworth, Maxwell, Joe Way, Guildford City, Noah Wheeler, Chalfont Otters, and Hayden Annan from RTW Monson. The reserves are Alex Moore from Wickham and Tom Hawkins from RTW Monson. For the 17 years age group, Charlie Toms, Maxwell, Calvin Georgesco Spears, Elmbridge Phoenix, Joshua Scott, Bracknell and Wokingham, Joe Swart, Tigers Jersey, Jack Allman, Wickham District, Luckland Middleton, City of Oxford, Freddie Sadler, Winchester City Penguins, and Callum Farrow from Black Lion. The two reserves are Hawken Hall from City of Milton Keynes and Robert Taylor, East Grinstead. And finally, the 18 and over age group finalists are Caleb Fox-Jones, Newbury, Christopher Finch, University of Surrey, Benjamin Tritton, University of Surrey, Harry Wynne Jones, City of Milton Keynes, Thomas Dixon, Portsmouth North Sea, Alfie Evans, Reading, Russ Murray, Mid-Sussex Marlins, Sam Pyefinch, Maxwell, and the two reserves are Albert Branch from Sevenoaks and Luca Plater from East Grinstead. Thank you. The next event is event 556. It's the boys 16 and over 200 metres backstroke. There are 4 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
Just 4 heats in the 200 back. First up, Whitney's Joe Barnard in 2. Milton Keynes' Dan Borner in 3. Tigers' Dan Papworth in 4. And Windsor's Joseph Mottram in 5. Newport Pagnell, Dan Dick in 6. And Wickham's Sam Williams in 7. Ah yes, we've also got Oliver Sawyer, City of Milton Keynes in lane 8. Just a bit of a move around in the schedule for him. Dan Papworth as the fastest entry at 2:18.39. Now, with only 4 heats and only 31 swimmers competing, there's 24 places up for grabs in those age group finals. So there's every chance that the winner of this heat could find themselves in a final later. And that, putting himself in that position, is Dan Papworth of Tigers to 2:17.46. And he sets the mark. New fastest time for Dan as well. It's Oliver Sawyer, late entrant on the outside, and then Joseph Mottram in lane 5.
Clear the pool, swimmers.
Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
Okay, I have some multi-classification results here from the women's 50 freestyle event. If these 4 people, I have first, second, third and fourth, so obviously the first, second and third can collect their medals. In first place, Callie Ann Warrington from Tonbridge. She's an S10 swimmer. She won in a time of 29:32. In second place, Fern Snedden from RTW Monson, an S6 classified swimmer. Her time was 39:11. And in third place, Amanda Reedhead from Maxwell in a time of 37:16. She is an S8 classified swimmer. And in fourth place, we had Rebecca Hardy-Bishop from Jersey, S13 classification. Her time was 33:81.
In the pool, Ben Guthrie, Luke Fleming, Archie Hawkins, Jake Acton, Luke Bolton, Jacob Palmer, Anthony Kepper and Alfie Creek. Jake Acton's entry into this one, 2:05.65. There are a couple of names in this event that really stand out. Their times are quite sensational. But Archie Hawkins is hanging out with Jake Acton here, both in the 18 and over category. Jake Acton, Brighton, Thanet, Archie Hawkins. 7 seconds separate them on the entry times. It's absolutely not going to be the case here. Less than 1 second. It's still going to be Jake Acton. 2:13s for both of them. 0.3 of a second. Bringing home the rest of the field, Anthony Kappa. He and Ben Guthrie go sub 2:20. Interesting times in that one.
Go on, Jenny. Get it, Jason. Good, Jake.
Heat 3, referee.
Take your marks.
Okay, I have here the results for the girls 50 metres freestyle. These are the finalists for the 15 years old age group. Annabelle Compton, Wickham District, Emma Hagberg, Guildford City, Skadra Val Mante, Shiverers, Tegan Gale, Woking, Katie Oliver, Aaron Tridents, Alice Young, Guildford City, Zabel, Oberhorn, Wickham District, and Xanthi Symington from Basingstoke Bluefins. The two reserves are Amelia Oliver from RTW Modson and Savannah Nosfor from Red Hill and Reigate.
And we have lost a headphones case, a medium-sized black headphones case. If you find it, the headphones are not in it. If you find the case, if you can take it to the medal table, that would be much appreciated. Reunite it with its owner. So black headphone case to the medal table. If you possibly come across it. Heat 3, Andrew Gore, Jack Rudd, Dan Fallon, Dennis Malkowski, Oliver Pope, Veer Kassan, Jacob Kelly and James Parry. Dennis Malkowski, a 204 entrant. Ollie Pope, a 208. But Ollie Pope, as we saw, well, what's happening here? Because heat number 2 was in much closer than we thought it might be. And in this one, Ollie Pope, well, maybe things are going to change. Here comes Mielkowski, representing Royal Tunbridge Wells. Oh, he's going to try and take this one back off Ollie Pope. Pope representing Thanet, 16-year-old Mielkowski and 18-year-old Pope. Coming to the wall, the first times we've seen under 210. So both of those boys are going to make it into their respective age group finals. Third in the heat, Daniel Fallon, a 2:11.27. That was a good time.
Thank you, sir. Clear the pool, please.
Heat 4, referee. Heat 4, referee.
Take your marks.
The finalists for the 16-year-old girls 50 metres freestyle are Louisa Cipolletta from Elmbridge Phoenix, Rita Luzanne from Woking, Hannah Murphy from Maidstone, Sky Austin Burrows, Rushmore Royals, Emily Radford, Leatherhead, Carlin Arundel, Maidstone, Despoina Giannakaki from City of Milton Keynes, and Eloise Howarth from Epsom District. The two reserves are Madison Ement from Guildford City and Emily Rose Evans from Dover Lifeguard. Okay, and the 17 and over girl finalists are Eva Acaro, Sevenoaks, Darcy Revitt, Guildford City, Isabella Acaro, Sevenoaks, Annabelle Quinn, City of Milton Keynes, Jessica Hum, Bracknell and Wokingham, Zoe Musial, University of Surrey, Rania Kaluki, Shiverers and Mia Collier from Black Lion. The two reserves are Lydia Parker, Winchester City Penguins, and Tilly Powtuck from Cheshire.
And our final heat for qualification into the men's 200 back finals. We've got Marcus Richards, Charlie Toms, Fabian Brudnicki, Sam Pease, Matt Hines, Noah Palmer, Joe Reedhead and Aidan McCarthy. Sam Pease has an entry time of 2 minutes and 2 seconds, 0.7. He's one of those three swimmers that I mentioned that just 5 or 6 seconds clear of the rest of the field and doesn't need to put in his best ever swim here. He can just get himself to the front and stay there, and if he needs to put in another gear, he can do. He hasn't needed to, because Sam Pease for Crawley is going to take this one in a 2:10.68. That's all he needed to do. Can't wait to see what these guys can do in the final when they really turn it on. Fabian Brudnicki 2:13, Matt Hine 2:14. And in a moment we're going to go back to the girls. That is qualification done.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool at the steps, please.
We'll announce the finalists as soon as we know.
Okay, just had a couple of boys pulling out of the 50 metres butterfly final. So we do now need both the reserves. They are Alex Moore from Wickham District and Tom Hawkins from RTW Monson. So that's the 16-year age 50 metre butterfly boys final. Alex Moore, Wickham District, Tom Hawkins, RTW Monson, you are now in the final. The next event is event 557. It's the girls 15 and over 100 metres backstroke. There are 10 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat number 1, Jersey's Rebecca Hardy-Bishop. In lane 4, Tigers, Bo Buckley. And in 5, Atlantis, Catherine Nish. Just once out and back. Then we'll finish the session. Well, to the halfway mark, not finish the session, got the finals, of course we do. But we'll have the 100-metre freestyle before we go to our break. And then we'll have our finals a little bit later. Bo Buckley and Catherine McNish, both 1:11 swimmers. Bo Buckley just a tenth and a half faster on paper, and she's going to be about a tenth and a half quicker in the heat as well. 1:11.02, and that is a new fastest time for Bo Buckley. And in fact, by 2/10 for Catherine McNish as well. Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, 1:27 her entry time, and she will stop at 1:29.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the steps, please.
Let's go, Tira.
Okay, we've had someone pull out of the 17-year-olds 50 metres butterfly final. So we do now need Hawken Hall from the city of Milton Keynes. Hawken Hall, city of Milton Keynes, you are now in the final for the 17-year-old 50 metres butterfly. Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
Up next, Lillian Noble, Kiara Smith, Flo Taylor, Liana Gore, Elodie Riley, Summer Holland and Risa Westerduin. Couple of 1:10s for Flo Taylor, and Liana Gore and Elodie Riley. Lane to Kiara Smith for Guildford City. She was a 1:11 coming in. I think she's going to go sub 1:10. 1:09.78 for Guildford City Smith. That's a great new fastest time. And Summer Holland on the near side in 6.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool at the steps, please.
We do need a few more reserves for finals. So for the girls 15-year-olds 200 metre breaststroke final, we do now need Eleanor Blake from Abingdon Vale. So that's Eleanor Blake, Abingdon Vale, for the 200 metre breaststroke final. And for the girls 50 metre freestyle final for the 17 and over age group, we now need Lydia Parker from Winchester City Penguins. So Lydia Parker, Winchester City Penguins, you're now in the final. Heat 3, referee.
Take your marks.
You are watching Megan Johnson, Alexa Miles, Eleanor Isles, Lana Howells-Davies, Ella Wardle, Talia Curtis, Chloe Hansford and Alexandra Rolls. (15 and 16-year-olds in heat number 3. A couple of sub 110s. Crawley's Howell-Davies and Worthing's Wardle. And it is the 15-year-old from Crawley who will lead us into the last 25 metres. Eleanor Isles not having a bad time in 3. What's the time going to be here? 109.37. New fastest time for Lana.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the steps, please.
Isles in second. And confirmation there. Alexandra Rolls in lane 8 takes third.
Heat 4, referee.
Take your marks.
Okay, Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, one of our multi-classification swimmers in the 100 backstroke from Jersey, classified S13. You have won gold medal, so if you can go and collect that, please. You did it in a time of 1:29.36. Well done.
Heat 4, Maisie Chambers, Chennai Chaza, Lucy Kappa, Alana Woodall, Leah Fornasia, Hattie Lever, Sadie Warmington and Freya Tang. Maisie Chambers, red cap in 1, right up with Lilia Fornasia in 5. Look at all those 109s now. 109.5 for Fornasia.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the steps, please.
400s back to Warmington. We've had a tie for third with Alana Woodall.
Heat 5, referee.
Take your marks.
So one missing, but we do have Amy Hempenstall, Scarlett Russell, Madison Emmett, Sophie Duckworth, Emily Smith, Alice White and Catherine Tarmy. Every single swimmer's entry time is 1:08 and a bit. And I'm really struggling to put a leader on this. It looks like Madison Emmett is just in the last few metres edged away from the field. And she will, the Guildford City swimmer. 1:08.61, new fastest time for the event and for Madison.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the steps, please.
Heat 6, referee.
Take your marks.
I have here the finalists for the boys 16-year-old 200-metre backstroke final. Dennis Malkowski from RTW Monson, Marcus Richards, Maidstone, Daniel Papworth, Tigers Jersey, Jacob Kelly, Guildford City, Benjamin Guthrie, City of Milton Keynes, Aidan McCarthy, Bracknell, Joseph Mottram, Windsor, Joe Barnard, Whitley and District, and the reserves are Alfie Creek, City of Milton Keynes, and Luke Fleming, Tigers Jersey.
And in Heat 6, Langley, Semple, Bethel, Keane, Hamilton, Steer, Seong and Gale. Coming up in the next two heats, we will redate the rest of the finalists and their age groups. So keep your ears peeled. Is that a word? Is that a saying? Ears peeled? In 5, Edith Hamilton fighting with Alicia Bethel in 3. In 6, Isabella Steer. It is Alicia Bethel in 3. I don't think that's the right time for...
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the steps,
In
please.
6, 109.78 for Isabel Steer. She was pipped just by Alicia Bethel. Caitlin Semple in 3rd over on the far side.
Heat 7, referee.
Take your marks.
Okay, the finalists for the boys 17-year-olds 200-metre backstroke final are Joseph Reedhead, Guildford City, Anthony Kepper, Bracknell, Oliver Sawyer, City of Milton Keynes, Veer Kassan, City of Milton Keynes, Jacob Palmer, Leatherhead, Luke Poulton, Wickham, Noah Palmer, Leatherhead, and Charlie Toms, Maxwell.
Lehman, Ireland, Arundel, Boys, Stewart, Capri, Morris and Hogben. Standout leader here, Erin Stewart. Whitney and District, she's a 107.5 competitor. And she's going to set the fastest time through 7 heats. So 107.33. New fastest time for her by a couple of tenths. Kaylin Arundel.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the
Molly
pool at the
Lehman
steps, please.
in lane number 1 in the top 3.
Let's go, Jigs.
Heat 8, referee.
Take your marks.
And the finalists for the 18 and over boys 200 backstroke are Oliver Pope, Thanet, Daniel Fallon, Epsom, Jake Acton, Brighton, Fabian Brudnicki, University of Surrey, Archie Hawkins, Thanet, Jack Rudd, Maidenhead, Matthew Hind, Brighton, and Andrew Gore, Larkfield.
Eloise Howarth, Hannah Murphy, Lucy Block, Tegan Matthews, Megan Hansford, Evie Stockdale, Amber Likely, and Cara Muller. Into our seeded heats, we get quite close to 1 minute now. Matthews and Hansford, 103, 104 sort of times, that range. Tegan Matthews, 15 years old, one of the youngest still in the competition, and she's our fastest on paper. But Evie Stockdale, 106.11 for her. All of these swimmers can go quicker, but Stockdale is the quickest in their heats. Tegan Matthews second,
Thank you,
Lucy Block
swimmers.
third.
Clear the pool by the steps, please.
Heat 9, referee.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat for the girls. Their penultimate heat today because it's all finals for them later. Lilia Gilbert, Kira Barber, Isabel Buist, Mia Collier, Amber Ranson, Jessica Hunn, Katie Ford and Emma Hagberg. Every age group represented in heat number 9. It is fascinating to see the youngest swimmers competing with their senior teammates and competitors. In the middle with Collier and Ranson. To their left and right, Buist and Hum. Both of these 18 years of old, Black Line versus Atlantis. This is going to be right on the wall, this one. Who gets the touch? It is Amber Ranson, 104.76. She got a silver medal yesterday. Looking to go one better in the 100 back.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool at the steps, please.
Heat 10, referee.
Take your marks.
And finally, Amelie Bissett, Nicole Ryan, Jess Gable, Caitlin Ebbage, Annabelle Compton, Annabelle Quinn, Tia Lomas, and Emilia Oliver. Again, every age group in this one. Caitlin Ebbage, a 1:01.83 entry time, 31.79 to the turn. Jessica Gable and Amelie Bissett on the outside. Currently, well, at the turn, top 3. We've seen that change before. Can she hold on? Caitlin Ebbage in complete control of heat number 10. And she's going to comfortably seal her place in the final. The time is 1:05.89, which means she will take lane 5 alongside Amber Ranson in the 18
Thank you, swimmers. Clear
final
the pool, please.
later on this afternoon. That's heat 10 of 10 done. Back to the boys for the final time in their heats.
Okay, the next event is event 558. It's the boys 16 and over, 100 metres freestyle. There are 8 heats. Heat 1, referee.
Take your marks.
First up, Matthew Davies, Anthony Kepper, Hawken Hall, Chun Xing Yan and Aidan Stanbrook. .56 seconds for Hall, Kepper and Yen. Outside of minutes for Stanbrook and Davies. And through 7 heats we'll get very close to 51 seconds by the time we complete 8 heats, so not a great deal separating, what's that, all 65, 70 competitors. We've got to start somewhere with a time. Chun Xing Yan will do just that, 56.6. That is 1/100th of a second off his entry time. 56.87 for Hall. 57.23, Anthony Kepper.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please.
Heat 2, referee.
Take your marks.
In the pool, Caden Silla, Alex Yasman, Archie McKenna, Joe Swart, Oscar Behrens, Liam Sontag, Joseph Adams and Jack Allman. Every single man, entry time starts with 56. Only 0.3 of a second separate all 8 on paper. Who saved a bit for the end of day 2? Looks like Oscar Behrens right now. In Southern, Joseph Adams. Final half a dozen strokes and it will go to Oscar Behrens. 56.13 for the man from Maidstone. 2/100ths off his entry. Joe Swart and Joseph Adams, top 3.
Heat 3, referee.
Take your marks.
Dimitros Gonias, Dennis Mielkowski, Alex Andrews, Callum Farrow, Leo Nichols, Freddie Sadler, and Vince Mock. And Vince Mock in 7 leads Alex Andrews in 3, but here comes Leo Nichols. Oh, right, watch the scoreboard here. All those together, it was Leo Nichols. What a great second 50 from Leo Nichols. 55.04. That's half a second quicker than his entry time.
Heat 4, referee.
Take your marks.
Ruben Cariantello, Hayden Allen, Alex Moore, Tom Hawkins, Christian Gale, Matthew Defanes, Tom Udale and Frederick van der Leest. Frederick, the only 17-year-old in this one, the rest 16. Every man entry time of 55 seconds and some. Christian Gale for Guildford City. He's put himself in pole position. Oh, but he's slowing down in the last 25. Here comes Alex Moore. And here comes Defanes. Alex Moore, 54.78. Looks like his first time sub 55. And if so, that is... oh, he's very happy, isn't he? He's very, very happy.
Heat 5, referee.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Ethan Richards-Knight, Leon Taylor, Philip Nowacki, Felix Brockdorf, Alfie Evans, Jack Sadbury, Liam Happ and Charlie Clark. We now dip under 55 seconds. And we're getting seriously into the territory of qualifying for finals now. Last 4 heats. 32 swimmers to come. 24 spots up for grabs. Yellow cap of Tigers, that's Philip Nowacki. In 6, Jack Sadbury. Oh, Sadbury's second 55.11, it was Nowacki 55.06, so all men can go sub 55, but none of them matching it. 3 heats to come.
Let's go, Joe! Go, Joe!
Heat 6, referee.
Take your marks.
Noah Wheeler, Joe Bradshaw, Joe Way, Harry Robinson. We are missing Fabian Brudnicki, but we do have Justin Christie, Callum Vinjajescu Spears and Dean William. 52 seconds is Harry Robinson's time, representing Crawley, the 19-year-old. Joe Way in lane 3, just 16 years of age, youngest man left in the competition. And he is on the shoulders of Harry Robinson. What times we're going to see here? Oh, wow, sub 54, 53.88. Fastest time through 6 heats. And the youngest man in the pool, a 54.15 for Joe Way.
Heat 7, referee.
Take your marks.
Luca Plater, Andrew Hooper, James Blaby, Harry Wynne-Jones, Oliver Pope, Sam Pyfinch, Rob Taylor and Joe Carter. Rob Taylor, 17 years of age, everyone else 18 and over. The 16-year-old finals has been decided. We'll let you know those results as soon as we have them during the break. Just the 17 and 18 overs to be decided. And one man that is definitely going to be in that final is Harry Wynne-Jones. City of Milton Keynes swimmer, 51.68 on the entry. James Blaby behind him, 52.40. And a 54 and a half. Elsewhere, Sam Pyfinch, just 2/10 back from Blaby. One more to come.
Heat 8, referee.
Take your marks.
Finally, Dan Cox, Alex Bacon, Alex Davis, Caleb Fox-Jones, Albert Branch, Christian Dutoft, Nathan Potter and Joe Buxton. 17-year-old Alex Davis, the rest, all Southern, competing for the last spots in the 18 and over final. As we saw Harry Wynne-Jones do in Heat 7, Caleb Fox-Jones will do exactly the same, it seems. He's in the yellow cap of Newbury Swimming Club. And again, Alex Davis will follow in the footsteps of James Blaby and take second from lane number 3, 52.66, and a sub 54 for Alex Davies. So we'll bring you the finalists as soon as we can.
We've had someone pull out of the girls' 16-year-old 50-metre freestyle final. So we do now need Madison Ement from Guildford City. So Madison Ement, Guildford City, you are now in the final for the 50-metre freestyle final.
Thank you so much. Clear the pool, please.
I have here as well the finalists that we need for the girls' 100-metre backstroke finals. For the 15 years age group, Tegan Matthews, Guildford City, Annabelle Compton, Wickham District, Amelia Oliver, RTW Munson, Lana Howes-Davies, Crawley, Alicia Bethel, Wickham District, Lilia Fornesia, RTW Munson, Edith Hamilton, Bracknell and Wokingham, and Emma Hagberg from Guildford City. The two reserves are Caitlin Semple from Sevenoaks and Shania Chaza from Maidstone. For the 16 years age group, the finalists are Jessica Gable, RTW Munson, Eloise Howarth, Epsom District, Madison Ement, Guildford City, Hannah Murphy, Maidstone, Catherine Tarmy, Winchester City Penguins, Alice White, Winchester City Penguins, Carlin Arundel, Maidstone, and Sophie Duckworth from Rushmore Royals. And the two reserves are Kira Smith from Guildford City and Maisie Chambers from Sevenoaks. And finally, for the 17 and over backstroke final, we need Amber Ranson, Atlantis Swimming Club, Mia Collier, Black Lion, Caitlin Ebbage, Tonbridge, Evie Stockdale, Hastings Seagull, Isabel Buist, Rushmore Royals, Jessica Hum, Bracknell and Wokingham, Lucy Block, Wickham District, and Megan Hansford from Tigers Jersey. The two reserves are Nicole Ryan, Guildford City, and Erin Stewart from Whitney and District. Okay, there is a short break now, and we will be restarting at 5 o'clock. Okay, so finalists for the next part in about 20 minutes time, you can now use the main pool for warm-up. And finally, I have here the finalists for the boys 100 metre freestyle final. So for the 16 years, we need Joe Way, Guildford City, Alex Moore, Wickham District, Matthew Defanes, Tigers Jersey, Leo Nichols, Bracknell and Wokingham, Philip Nowacki from Tigers Jersey, Alexander Andrews, Mid-Sussex Marlins, Noah Wheeler, Chalfont Otters, and Vince Mock, White Oak. And the reserves are Tom Hawkins, RTW Monson, Christian Gale, Guildford City, and Hayden Annan, RTW Monson. And for the 17-year age group, Alexander Davis, East Grinstead, Justin Christie, Leatherhead, Robert Taylor, East Grinstead, Felix Brockdorf, Guildford City, Leon Taylor, Shiverers, Calvin Georgesco Spears, Elmbridge Phoenix, Frederick Vanderleest, Woking, and Liam Hamp from Thanet. The two reserves are Freddie Sadler, Winchester City Penguins, and Oscar Behrens from Maidstone. And finally, for the 18 and over age group, Harry Wynne Jones, City of Milton Keynes, Caleb Fox Jones, Newbury, Harry Robinson, Crawley, Albert Branch, Sevenoaks, Christian Dutoft, Guildford City, James Blaby, Maidenhead, Alex Bacon, Maidenhead, and Sam Pye-Finch, Maxwell. And the two reserves are Joseph Bradshaw from Abingdon Vale and Jack Sadbury from Shiverers. You have 5 minutes from now to pull out of any of those finals. So that's 16:42 precisely. Okay, there is another finalist that we need for the boys, 18 and over, 50 metres butterfly. We now need Albert Branch from Sevenoaks. Albert Branch from Sevenoaks, you are now in the 50 metre butterfly final for the 18 and over age group.
And just to note, this is your last chance today to get any gear from the shop just outside the entry doors here to the gallery. They will be back tomorrow, but this is your last chance today to get any gear from the shop at the top of the stairs.
Okay, we've had another mobile phone handed to us. So if you find that you have lost your phone, please pop up to the announcer area and we will see if we can reunite you with it. Okay, you've got about just over 1.5 minutes to let us know if you are not going to be swimming in any of the finals. Please do let us know as soon as possible because our reserves are waiting, and it would be nice to let them know or not if they will be needed. Thank you very much. Okay, just to let you know that withdrawals have now closed. Thank you.
judging by that 200. No, backstroke now.
Okay, I've got a couple of multi-classification results to announce here for the men's 100 freestyle. So a couple of medals to be collected. In first place, Aidan Stanbrook from Winchester City Penguins, classified as S10. He did it in a time of 1 minute 3.02. And in second place, from City of Southampton, Matthew Davies, classified S9 in a time of 1 minute 14.25. Well done, boys. So we're starting again at 5 o'clock, but just to remind you, we do actually still have a mobile phone here that someone has misplaced. So if you find yourself without your mobile phone, pop on up to the announcer's desk. It may well be yours that we have here.
Okay, let's get some medals handed out this afternoon. 18 finals coming up. We kick off with the girls' 200-meter breaststroke finals. Kicking things off is our 15-year-olds. Make some noise for all of them. Starting off from lane 1, it is Brighton's Lilia Taylor. In 2, Rushmore Royals' Jasmine Andrews. In 3, Guildford City's Holly Hopwood. In 4, Rushmore Royals' Maisie Brown. In 5, Maxwell's Holly Waymond. In 6, Wickham District's Hazel Ann Carter. In 7, Tigers' Erin Goodbody. And in 8, Abingdon Vale's Alina Blake. It's your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
It was Maisie Brown at 2:39 earlier on this afternoon that got her the #1 spot in lane 4. She was 3.5 seconds clear of the field. Holly Waymond in second, and then Holly was 4 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. So some pretty big gaps between our top 3 and the rest of the pool. But that was not in a final. That was not with some pressure of medalware on the line. Plenty of these girls already medalists this weekend and in this championship. A few of them are going to win another one. Maisie Brown leads the way. Holly Waymond has got Hazel Ann Carter right by her side. Holly Hopwood in 3, making it a front 4. We see this quite often, don't we? Two swims of 4. Well, those 3 in the middle have started to move away already. 1:16 to halfway, 2.5 second lead over Holly Waymond. Holly Hopwood and Hazel Ann Carter both sub 1:20. We've got all varying distances in races in these 18. 200s, 50s and 100s. You're going to see absolutely every single type of action. Maisie Brown in dominant form in the 200 breast, 1:57. And she is going to stretch that lead to over 4 seconds with 50 to go. Holly Hopwood occupying the 3rd and final medal position. Hazel Ann Carter, what about a metre to catch up and overtake? She could still even catch Holly Waymond here, but nobody will catch Maisie Brown. Her heat time was 2:39. She's going to go very close to that. She might just dip under. It doesn't matter again. It's going to be a gold medal around the neck of Maisie Brown. It's a 2:38.55. She does go quicker. Holly Waymond, a 2:43 for silver, and Holly Hopwood, your bronze medalist for Guildford City. Hazel Ann Carter just misses out in 4th. Good way to start the session.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool at the steps, please.
On to our 16-year-olds from lane 1 onwards, kicking things off. Didcot and Barramundi's Charlotte Noyce. In 2 for Tilehurst, Carist Westcott. In 3 for Tilehurst, Saba Williams. In 4, Guildford City's Charlie Cope. In 5, Milton Keynes' Danny Seong. In 6, Whitney and District's Maya Saldana. In 7, Haventon Waterlooville's Amelie Bryant. And in 8, Worthing's Ella Wardle. This is your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Now the 16-year-olds were only very marginally quicker than the 15-year-olds in terms of qualifying. You can almost match them lane for lane in both of these finals. It's only the 17 and overs that go a little bit quicker. There's a 2:38 from Charlie Cope that got her lane number 4. And she was the individual standout swimmer in those heats. She was 8 or 9 seconds clear of the rest of the field. She was in a class of her own, the Guildford City athlete. She leads 350. Saba Williams is tied with Maya Saldana for second through the first quarter. And Charlie Cope at the tip of the spear. She's already got 4 or 5 meters. Saba Williams and Danny Seong in 5, now going past Saldana. So 1:15, it was a 1:19, 1:20 to halfway in the 15-year-olds. And Maisie Brown came with a 2:38. That was Charlie Cope's entry time into this final. She doesn't need to move any further away, she can just maintain this advantage. It's incredibly healthy. Danny Seong looking to move into the silver medal position ahead of Saba Williams. Then in 2, Caris Westcott. In 6, Maya Saldana staying right up there. So a chasing pack of 4. They're not going to catch Charlie Cope, surely. So 1:56 to the turn. And the lead is now 6 seconds plus to Danny Seong, Saba Williams, Maya Saldana, Caris Westcott. It's almost a victory length for Charlie Cope. Let's keep our eye on the battles for silver and bronze. Currently Danny Seong, she's moving a couple of meters clear of Saba Williams, who still has to think about Saldana here in 6. That's not done quite yet. But the gold medal is Charlie Cope of Guildford City. She'll win it in a time of 2:38.12. She goes as 1500ths quicker than her heat time. Danny Seong, great second half for silver. And Saba Williams, bronze medalist, 2:47. She goes a 10th quicker than her heat time as well.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the steps, please.
And our 17 and overs final, qualifying and taking part, kicking off with lane 1, Wickham District's Grace Patel. In 2, Brighton Sophia Suarez Coalfield. In 3, Guildford City's Louise Bressler. In 4 for Crawley's Sophie Moore. In 5 for Woking Sophie King. In 6 for Abingdon Vale Ellen Bagley. In 7 for Whitney and District's Eleanor Perks. And in 8 for University of Surrey, Rhiannon Bowen. Your 17 and over final.
your marks.
Crawley, Sophie Moore, a multiple medalist already this weekend. 2:37.96. And this was the closest of the three in terms of heat times to get into the final. Less than 10 seconds separating the field, which is what we saw between a couple of swimmers in previous heats. 2:41 from Sophie King, 2:41 and a half for Breaststroke, 2:42 and a half for Bagley. So there are differences, however, not to the extent that we've seen in the younger age groups, and that is playing out right as we look at the pool through 75 metres. This could be a superb second 100, because right now Sophie King is ahead of Moore, Louise Breaststroke, those three, look at that, what's that, half a second between your top three. Then Eleanor Perks down in Southern, just 1 second back. Ellen Bagley in 5 and 6. Sophie King looking to move ahead, but Sophie Moore won't let her get away. Neither will Louise Breaststroke. And nobody out of this one yet. Even in Southern, Eleanor Perks is trying her best to move alongside the current bronze medal position, Louise Breaststroke. Sophie Moore does take the lead though, by half a second over King. Breaststroke still in third, Perks in fourth, Bagley in fifth. Running out of time. So Moore and King have swapped positions a couple of times already, but Sophie Moore, the quality of the heat time coming through, where she was 2.5 seconds quicker, and now she's coming into the last 25 metres, and she will just pull away enough of body length to take any doubt out of it. And more for Crawley will be a gold medalist. Another gold for Sophie Moore, another medal for Sophie King at 2:39, and a 2:40.98 Louise Breaststroke. It was those three the entire length of the race, wasn't it? And they grabbed the medals, Sophie Moore on top.
Test start. Take your marks. Test start. Take your marks.
Over to the boys, it's the 50-metre butterflies. These are going to be quick. First up, the 16-year-olds, starting with lane 1, Wickham District's Alex Moore. In 2 for Maxwell, Jake Chesworth. In 3 for Dover Lifeguards, Tom Goldup. In 4 for Chelfont Otters, Ethan Richards-Knight. In 5 for Tonbridge, Ruben Cowley-Antello. In 6 for Sevenoaks, Cheng Jae Dwan. In 7 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Hayden Annan. And in 8 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Tom Hawkins. Your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Ethan Richards' night, it was a 26.51 earlier today. 0.8 of a second separating all 8 of our finalists. That's the story of the 50-metre races. He leads through 25 metres, inches ahead of Ton Goldup in 5. Going well in 6 is Chenjay Dwan. Who's going to get the medals and in what order? Oh, he takes it, 26.37. For Ethan Richards' night, Tom Goldup, silver medalist. Ruben Cauliantello, the bronze. Let's have a look at those confirmed times. It's that 2/10 between the top 3. In fact, less than that, 1,300 separating first, second and third. Your 17-year-old, starting from lane 1, Black Lions, Callum Farrow. In 2, City of Oxford, Lachlan Middleton. In 3, Tigers, Joe Swart. In 4, for Maxwell, Charlie Toms. In 5, Elmbridge Phoenix, Calvin Jajescu Spears. In 6, Wickham District's Jack Ullman. In 7, Winchester City Penguins, Freddie Sadler. And in 8, Milton Keynes, Hawken Hall. Your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
26.66 was Charlie Tom's time. He was 1800ths ahead of Calvin Jajescu Spears. Again, all within 7/10. And it is Jajescu Spears who had the quickest start. He's the leader through 25 metres. Back comes Charlie Toms. It's going to be a fight between these two. In 6, Jack Allman making a name for himself as well. But in 4, Charlie Toms takes it. 26.45 for Maxwell. Jack Allman, 26.79. And it was Freddie Sadler that got the bronze medal in 26.86, squeezing through by 200ths of a second to get on the podium. And now our 18 years and over finalists. From lane 1, Maxwell Sam Pyfinch. In 2, Reading's Alfie Evans. In 3, University of Surrey's Ben Tritton. In 4, Newbury's Caleb Fox Jones. In 5, University of Surrey's Chris Finch. In 6, Portsmouth Northsea Tom Dixon. In 7, Mid Sussex Marlins Ross Murray. And in 8, Sevenoaks Albert Branch. Your 18 years and over final.
Take your marks.
25.2 was the quickest time of the entire event. Caleb Fox Jones of Newbury, 19 years of age. 26-year-old Chris Finch next door to him, 25.46 was his time. And it is Chris Finch that leads into the last 10 metres. Surely this can't be caught up by Fox Jones. It's going to be Chris Finch's gold medal. Surely it is, 24.92. Sub 25 seconds, quicker than any heat time. Saved his best to the final. Fox Jones silver and Ben Tritton your bronze medalist.
Let's go, Emma! Go on, Alice!
Back over to the girls, it's their 50-metre freestyle. Again, don't blink, you'll miss these. 15-year-olds up first from lane 1 onwards. Wickham District, Zabel Bowen. In 2, Aaron Trident's Katie Oliver. In 3, Shiver's Skidra Valman Tate. In 4, Wickham District's Annabelle Compton. In 5, Guildford City's Emma Hagberg. In 6 for Woking, Tegan Gale. In 7 for Guildford City, Alice Young. And in 8 for Basingstoke Bluefin, Zanti Symington. It's your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
First of 3 50-metre finals for our girls. 26.88 was Annabelle Compton's time for Wickham District. That's why she gets lane number 4. She was almost a second clear of the field, which in 50-metre terms, that's massive. And she's leading right now. First 25 done, green cap of Wickham District. We've seen it so many times this weekend. The fight for silver or bronze, I can't call it, it's far too close. Compton takes the gold though. Silver, Tegan Gale, and a bronze for Valman Tate. Wickham District, another gold. There's confirmation. Hundredths of a second between some of those times. 16-year-old final. Starting in lane 1, Milton Keynes, Desponia Giannakaki. In 2, Leatherheads, Amelie Radford. In 3, Maidstones, Hannah Murphy. In 4, Elbridge Phoenix, Louisa Cipoletta. In 5, Woking's Rita Luzanne. In 6, Rushmore Royal, Sky Austin Burrows. In 7 for Maidstone, Kaelan Arundel. And in 8 for Guildford City, Madison Emmons. The 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Right, 27.7 was just 3/10 clear. Cipoletta over Luzanne. Less than 1 second separating the entire field. Once again, it's no surprise to see that at all. But how they continue to compete in the final, as within the heats, it so often goes to the winner, even though it's hundredths of a second. And Cipoletta is doing just that again. 27.75, wins it by quarter of a second. Lita Luzanne silver, and Hannah Murphy bronze. 27.75 and a gold medal. '17 and overs. Kick off with lane 1, Shiver's Rania Kaluki. In 2, University of Surrey, Zoe Musial. In 3, Sevenoaks, Isabella Acaro. In 4, Sevenoaks, Eva Acaro. In 5, Guildford City's Darcy Revitt. In 6, City of Milton Keynes, Annabelle Quinn. In 7, Bracknell and Wokingham's Jessica Hum. And in 8, Winchester Penguins, Lydia Parker. Your 17 and over final.
Take your marks.
26.08 was the fastest of every single heat time for Eva Acaro. Darcy Revitt, 0.5 of a second back, and Eva Acaro will lead through 25 metres. Isabella Acaro on her shoulders, as is Darcy Revitt. Sevenoaks will lead the way to another gold medal. Eva Acaro, 26.22. Darcy Revitt, half a second back for silver. And the bronze went to Zoe Musial of Surrey University in lane 2. And in a moment, we will go back to the starting end, the natural starting end. We go into the 200-metre backstrokes. We'll have 3 finals of those, and then we finish the day with the 100 back and the 100 free.
No, Jacob. That's good, Jacob.
This is our boys' 200-metre backstroke finals. First up, the 16-year-olds. In lane 1 from Windsor, Joseph Mottram. In 2, City of Milton Keynes, Ben Guthrie. In 3 for Tigers, Dan Papworth. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Dennis Mielkowski. In 5 for Maidstone, Marcus Richards. In 6 for Guildford City, Jacob Kelly. In 7 for Bracknell and Wokingham, Aidan McCarthy. And in 8 for Whitney and District, it's Joe Barnard. 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
The first of 6 back-to-back backstroke finals. So keep those ledges very, very handy. A 2:08 from Dennis Mielkowski was 8 seconds faster than anyone else. Now, if I remember rightly, he was actually the second fastest time of every competitor, including all of our 18 and overs. So superb performance from Mielkowski. He's had a good weekend already, but that was one of his top swims in the heats. Can he replicate that? Early leader. Daniel Papworth in the yellow cap for Tigers. And Marcus Richards and Jacob Kelly, they lead the rest of the field. Only 5 metres or so to separate second to 8th. Starting as he means to go on. And Dennis Mielkowski, he'll turn with a 3 or 4 second advantage. Over Dan Papworth. That is Ben Guthrie, in fact, on the stats, that is in 3rd position, ahead of Marcus Richards and Aidan McCarthy. Now, Mielkowski is not moving away like you thought he might. He doesn't need to, of course. He's not qualifying for a final. He's just trying to qualify for the top step of the podium right now. Won't be his first medal of the weekend, won't be his last. 1:36.85 makes him a 4.5 second lead at Hasbro. Just turning up the gas a little bit, turning on the heat. Behind him, Papworth and Richards fighting for silver. Up there as well. Here comes Ben Guthrie. He's finishing well. Jacob Kelly, a little bit to do. Keep around the black cap, but Ben Guthrie could come and steal a medal here. Won't steal gold. That is going to be Dennis Mielkowski all day long at 2:09.79. In lane number 5, Marcus Richards pushes on at the end. Gets a silver for Maidstone, and the bronze does hold on Daniel Papworth. Oh, Ben Guthrie chased hard.
Thank you, Summers. Clear the pool, please.
On to our 17-year-old final. Taking part from lane 2, Wickham District's Luke Poulton. In 3, City of Milton Keynes' Oliver Sawyer. In 4, Guildford City's Joe Reedhead. In 5, Bracknell and Wokingham's Anthony Kappa. In 6 for Leatherhead, Jacob Palmer. And in Southern for Leatherhead, Noah Palmer. It's your 17-year-old final.
Go on, Joe.
Take your marks.
So a couple of withdrawals from the 17-year-old final, deep into day two. The top 3 times in the heats for the 17-year-olds, 2:18, 2:18, 2:18. That's Sawyer, Reedhead and Kappa. A 2:19 for Jacob Palmer. Of course, they're tenths of a second in there, but trust me, it's within a few tenths of a second. This could be potentially the closest final outside the 50 metres of the night, because there's nothing to separate them on the entries. And it is in fact Jacob Palmer, the man with the 2:19 time. Got his brother in the pool as well for Leatherhead. And he is going to lead the way through 100 metres. And in second place, well, there is 600ths of a second separating second, third and fourth. Jacob Palmer just maintaining towards the three-quarter stage, although here comes Joe Reedhead pulling right alongside. Also Luke Poulton in lane 2. He's putting in a strong third 50 metres. Well, no idea who is going to win what medal here. Luke Poulton takes the lead over Jacob Palmer. It's all changed. Joe Reedhead third, Anthony Kepper fourth. Not a single swimmer maintaining position from 100 to 150. But Luke Poulton, he swam at 2:21 in the heats earlier, 3 seconds slower than those in the centre. But in the final, this is going to be a gold medal for Luke Poulton. What a swim, 2:14 for Luke Poulton. A final split of 33-23. Joe Reedhead takes silver, and Jacob Palmer comes back again at the end. He does pull back into third for a bronze.
Thank you, Summers. Clear the pool,
Brilliant
please.
final.
Go, Fabian! Go!
And now our 18 years and over for the boys. Starting in lane 1, Brighton's Matthew Hind. In 2 for Thanet, Archie Hawkins. In 3 for Brighton, Jake Acton. In 4 for Thanet, Oliver Pope. In 5 for Epsom Districts, Dan Fallon. In 6 for University of Surrey, Fabian Brudnicki. In 7 for Maidenhead, Jack Rudd. And in 8 for Larkfield, Andrew Gore. This is your 18 years and over final.
Go, Fabian!
Take your marks.
Oliver Pope was 4 seconds quicker, or 3.5, let's be fair, to anyone else. It was Dan Fallon closest, Thanet v Epsom District. Jake Acton for Brighton was another couple of seconds back than the rest of the field. Not a lot to separate them. And he's gone out hard as Oliver Pope. His time of 2:07.79 was the fastest of the all age classes and heats. Mielkowski was close though, the youngster. And he's put a gap between himself and the field already. Matthew Hines started well in lane number 1. In 6, Fabian Brudnicki, yellow cap Dan Fallon, and Epsom District. But it's Matthew Hines that leads the field behind Ollie Pope. And it is 3-second gap now to our leader. So let's concentrate on the battle behind for the time being. Here comes Dan Fallon on 104.21 to halfway in 3rd place, but already in the first 25 metres of the 3rd split, moving ahead of Matthew Hines. In 3, Jay Captain also trying to pull alongside Hines. In 6 and 7, Jack Rudd's moving as well. But Ollie Pope, it's going to be a victory length for him, surely. 4 seconds still clear. Is Dan Fallon in 2nd, Jack Rudd in 3rd, Jay Captain down to 4th, Matthew Hines down to 6th, because Fabian Brudnicki is up into 5th place. The bronze medal battle will be fantastic in a few moments' time, because Oliver Pope's getting the gold. In 5, Dan Fallon's going to get the silver. The bronze, it could be Jack Rudd, an incredible second 100. We're back to the front. Ollie Pope for Thanet, 2:06.52 gold medalist. Dan Fallon for Epsom District will take the silver, 2:10.8. And Jack Rudd, a superb second 100 to take a bronze medal for Maidenhead in lane 7. And he is very, very happy. He's very happy.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the steps, please.
Go, down.
Back to the girls, it's the 100-metre backstroke finals. 15-year-olds up first, taking part for Brackland and Wokingham, Edith Hamilton in lane 1. Wickham and District's Alicia Bethel. Royal Tunbridge Wells, Emilia Oliver. Guildford City's Tegan Matthews. Wickham District's Annabelle Compton. Crawley's Lana Howells-Davies. Royal Tunbridge Wells at Lilia Fornasia, and Guildford City's Emma Hagberg. This is your 15-year-old final.
Take your marks.
A 1:06.5 second swim by Tegan Matthews would have gotten her into the lane 4 of the 16-year-old final. It was that good. 2 seconds ahead of Compton, who led the rest of the field. Doesn't always go that way, of course, in the final. Some people, we've seen it already this weekend, just holding off in the heats and then making a move when there's gold, silver and bronze waiting at the end. And look at this. Well, as I've just said, this is not going to be a 2-second win for Tegan Matthews. Will it be a win at all? Because Annabelle Compton and Amelia Oliver, it's a 3 women at the moment coming through in lane 2. Alicia Bethel and Judith Hamilton in 1. But leading the way towards the wall, Annabelle Compton, Wickham and District, the green cap we've seen so many times this weekend, and she will take it. 1:06.10 for Annabelle Compton, defying the odds on the paperwork and the heat times. Tegan Matthews silver and Amelia Oliver, your bronze medalist, a 1:06.10
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the
for
pool by the
Compton.
steps, please.
2.5 seconds quicker than a heat time. your 16-year-old final. In lane 1, Maidstone's Kaylin Arundel. In 2, Winchester City Penguins, Catherine Tarmy. In 3, Guildford City's Madison Emmett. In 4, Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Jessica Gable. In 5, Epsom District's Eloise Howarth. In 6, Maidstone's Hannah Murphy. In 7, Winchester Penguins, Alice White. And in 8, Rushmore Royals, Sophie Duckworth. It's your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Only 2.3 seconds separated all 8 earlier on this afternoon. Jess Gable was the quickest, 107.15. Eloise Howarth, 107.64. Tunbridge Wells and Epsom District inside the yellow lane ropes. Guildford and Maidstone just outside. Halfway, let's have a little look here. It is, again, lane 5. Can it be 2 in a row? Eloise Howarth this time. Almost a second clear of Jess Gable. Then Hannah Murphy in 6. And it could be 2 in a row, you know, from lane 5. Because here comes Eloise Howarth. She is not holding back, is she? The Epsom District swimmer, 107.64 in the heat. She's going to take the gold medal by a body length over Jessica Gable. 2 in a row for lane 5. This time, Eloise Howarth, 106.43. A second quicker than her heat time. Fastest time of all 17-year-olds today. 16. Silver, Jessica Gable. And Madison Emmons, a 108.17.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool at steps, please.
Guildford City bronze. Confirmation on the scoreboard in the venue. "17 years and over" final. Starting with lane 1, Wickham District's Lucy Block. In 2, Rushmore Royals, Isabel Buist. In 3, Tonbridge, Caitlin Ebbage. In 4, Atlantis, Amber Ranson. In 5, Black Lions, Mia Collier. In 6, Hastings Seagull, Evie Stockdale. In 7, Bracknell and Wokingham's Jessica Hum. And in 8, Tigers, Megan Hansford. Your 17 and over final.
Take your marks.
This should be absolutely brilliant. 8/100ths of a second between Ranson and Collier in the heats. Then a second back to the rest of the field for our 17 and over final. Ranson won silver in the 50 back last night. Can she promote herself to the top step in the 100 back this evening? Halfway times coming in. Mia Collier, Caitlin Ebbage in second, Amber Ranson in third. What's that? 3/10 separating your top 3. Make some noise, let's bring them home. All the way towards the line, work to do for Ranson. Out in front, Collier, Caitlin Ebbage holding on to second. She could challenge for gold, in fact. Keep her on lane number 8. Megan Hansford is up there too. Coming through, Caitlin Ebbage, Isabel Buist in 2 also involved. But in 5, it will be the silver cap. Black Lions, Mia Collier taking gold on the line. She does 104.04 by 0.2 of a second. Caitlin Ebbage silver. Ranson picks up another medal,
Thank you,
bronze
sir.
this
Clear
time.
the pool, please.
Thought that might be close, didn't disappoint. In a moment, we go back to the boys for the final time today. It is our 100 freestyles coming up to finish things off on day 3. Here it is, our boys 100-meter freestyle. First up, our 16-year-olds. Kicking off with lane 1, Chelford Otters, Noah Wheeler. In 2, Tigers, Philip Navaki. In 3 for Tigers, Matt Defanes. In 4, Guildford City's Joe Way. In 5, Wickham District's Alex Moore. In 6, Bracknell and Wokingham's Leo Nichols. In Southern Mid-Sussex Marlin's Alex Andrews. And in 8, White Oaks, Vince Mock. This is your 16-year-old final.
Take your marks.
54 seconds was all it took Joe Way to complete 100 meters. It's just over a second between all 8. Great way to end the day with the girls back and the boys free over the classic 100-meter distance. Back they come. Oh, Noah Wheeler leads at 50 meters for Chelford Otters. Joe Way down in 6th. Well, he's had a good turn. Can he turn 6th into 1st in 50 metres? I think he might do, you know. But Noah Wheeler for the Chelford Otter up the top. He's going to hang on here. This would be a remarkable, another gold medal from the outside lane. And he's done it. 53.65 for Noah Wheeler. And he looks absolutely exhausted. Joe Way turned 6th to 2nd in the second 50. And Philip Navaki, well, he held on to the coattails of Wheeler over there on the far side and got himself a bronze. What a race. Two more of those to come. And this is one of them, the 17-year-old final. From lane 1, Woking's Frederick van der Leest. In 2, Shiver's Leon Taylor. In 3, East Grinstead's Robert Taylor. In 4, East Grinstead's Alex Davis. In 5, Leatherhead's Justin Christie. In 6, Guildford City's Felix Brockdorf. In Southern Elmbridge, Phoenix Calvin Jajescu Spears. And in 8, Thanix Liam Hamp. This is your 17-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Well, I wouldn't dare make a prediction for any of these last 2 races. Gold medals from the outside lane. Overturning 3-second deficits, moving from 6th into 2nd. He's had everything this final session. Alex Davis was quick as 53.94 in the heats earlier today. Will he lead her halfway? He absolutely will. By a good distance as well. Rob Taylor for Freddie van der Leest in lane 1, taking inspiration from Noah Wheeler. It's going to be tough to hold on. He's got a big battle coming through in 2, Leon Taylor. In 4 is still Alex Davies. In 3, Rob Taylor's making a move. You know, here comes Rob Taylor on the shoulders of Alex Davies. He's going to push him all the way to the final touch. He gets it as well. I can't believe it. By 100th of a second, oh no way. Rob Taylor, gold medalist for East Grinstead. Silver for Alex Davis. He had a second lead with about 25 to go. And a bronze for Justin Christie. What an evening we are having. And finally, our 18 and over final. From lane 1 on, Maidenhead's Alex Bacon. In 2, Guildford City's Christian Jutoft. In 3, Crawley's Harry Robinson. In 4, City of Milton Keynes' Harry Wynne Jones. In 5, Newbury's Caleb Fox Jones. In 6, Sevenoaks' Albert Branch. In 7, Maidenhead's James Blaby. And in 8, Maxwell's Sam Pyfinch. Your 18 and over final.
Take your marks.
Well, 100 more metres, and what can it possibly throw up that we haven't seen already in the previous 17 final? It's been an absolute pleasure to watch. Harry Wynne Jones, 52.4 for Milton Keynes earlier today. Quarter of a second ahead of Caleb Fox Jones. It's Harry Robinson who leads. Caleb Fox Jones and Harry Wynne Jones, your top 3. Christian Jutoft in 2 for Guildford City. Back they come. Harry Robinson, fingertips out in front. Caleb Fox Jones leading Harry Wynne Jones. They're going to move into the final 5 metres, and it's the yellow cap of Caleb Fox Jones into the wall. Not going to say it till he gets it. He does. 51.6. A gold for Newbury in the last race of the day. Caleb Fox Jones goes a second quicker than his heat time to do so. Milton Keynes' Harry Wynne Jones, a silver from lane 4, 52.01, and 0.3 back to Harry Robinson. What a session, what a day. And there's still another day to come tomorrow. I'm breathless. Big thank you to our officials at poolside. Your work is done for another day. Thank you so much. You may leave your positions. Big well done to all of our swimmers, heat swimmers, finalists and medalists. All of you provided the entertainment for us here in the gallery and on the YouTube stream at home. A big, big thank you. Have a safe journey back to your hotels or your homes if you're local.